What's going on? It is Chris here. We are looking ahead to today's slate for the 4th of March. As normal, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button for more NBA FanDuel and DraftKings lineup advice videos. I haven't done videos in a couple days. Like I said, I apologize. Life happens as well. And like I said, I got kiddos. So, got life going on. So I apologize not doing videos for you guys. But we are back at it here today. Only got a four-gamer today, but not too bad of a slate. We I think it's gonna be chalk city for the most part, but we'll definitely get into it. As normal, if you guys want to join us for premium, we still do that every single day for our members. So even though we don't do a video every day, we are still posting our premium lineups every day. So last night was pretty good for us. These are all screenshots from our subscribers. Scored a 340 and a 321.1, and our other one scored a 306. That one cashed in certain contests, but overall was not too bad for us here. Our top lineup had Suggs, Ball, Miller, Tyler Hero, Boncaro, Wiggins, Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Bataze. Yeah, I mean, pretty straight up lineup there. Went Wiggins with, had a totally different lineup and then went Wiggins because got announced he was going to start about 15, 20 minutes before lock. So put him in there in just one lineup and then put in De Silva in this other one. So really, like I said, really wasn't too bad of a night. Here's our 306. Like I said, it just depends on where you played it. It was a good lineup. We just got screwed by Quentin Grimes. A lot of Sixers did not do good last night. So, but overall, like I said, we will still definitely take it if you guys want to come join us. We do have our $6 day pass. We are going to be doing a monthly pass sale today. It's going to be $20 per month. As you guys know, it's usually $30 per month. But that deal ends today for the $20 promo. Only 66 cents per day, guys. That's literally it. That is very, very cheap for the $20 promo. So why not get in on that? Twitter and our email is the best way to check us out. We have our Twitter in the comment section below. Click that link right there. It will take you right to our Twitter. And give us a follow while you guys are there. And this is what it should, like I said, should look like when you guys pop it up. Once the there we go. Sorry about that. So once you guys get it all popped up, this is what it should look like here. And then, like I said, we have our email down there as well. Just copy that email right there, message us, and we'll get you guys all set up. And like I said, you don't have to have a Twitter to get in on premium lineups. We can send them to your email as well. So either way, we'd love to have you guys come join us. As we just showed you, it was a really good night for us last night. And hopefully we continue it here today. So we have our first game of the day. We have Oklahoma City Thunder taking on New York, 222.5 and a 4.5 here by Oklahoma City on the road. So this is a back-to-back, and a lot of these teams is a back end or a front end of a back-to-back for a lot of these guys. So keep that in mind. So OKC is going to have Mr. Shea Gilgeous back, right? Backing up a back-to-back for him. So, yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely going to be one of your top plays. A lot of usage rate for this guy. And also, Chet Holmgren could sit here on the back end of this back-to-back here. He did play yesterday. They usually don't play this dude on back-to-backs that I have seen, really. So, this is the last back-to-back here, and they didn't play him. So, we'll have to see. I would not be surprised if they sat Chet Holmgren here because Isaiah Hartenstein's back, so I could see them just kind of flipping there. So um, Hartenstein comes into play at 6,100, right, facing his old team in New York. I think he's still a really good option at 6,100. Jalen Williams was an absolute amazing play yesterday with the 47 bomb. Played 32 minutes, so keep that in mind. Really don't mind looking at Isaiah Hartenstein if Chet Holmgren is out. And then, yeah, Shea Gilgeous. So probably Shea and Hartenstein are the two I would look at here. Like I said, Hartenstein only if Chet Holmgren is out. New York side of things, nothing much really going on here. Taking on one of the best defenses in the league. New York is um, Town. I mean, shoot, you can look at Towns, but Chet Holmgren's back in there. Um, Oh, honestly, I just don't have a lot. I don't really have a lot to recommend for you guys. I think these guys are all going to go under. Um, Brunson and Towns may be the only ones I would consider because, they know how to play in tough competition. But I don't think you need to go to those guys tonight. So probably going to be fade New York for the most part. Charlotte and Boston. We got a 212 and a 6.5 here by Boston. So this is a back-to-back here for the Charlotte Hornets. So we'll have to see what they do with Mr. LaMelo. For the most part, haven't really been playing him a ton of minutes, so he's been limited and taking on a pretty good defense. I don't know how much of these guys I want. 6.5, I feel like could be a little bit, it could be a little bit higher at the end of the night. But Boston, as you see, their defense is really dang good, and not much you can really do against them. They do struggle against the three-pointer, as you see, shooting guards, small forwards, and point guards. So that's one spot that you can attack. And Charlotte does like to shoot the three balls. We know with Con Knuckle. So if you're taking some GPP shots, maybe go with Con, maybe look at Miller. But I think you would go with Con Knuckle here over Miller, just because Miller, quote unquote, had a good day yesterday, so I think it could be Con Knuckles' shot here tonight. And he's been a little all over the place, so I could definitely see a pretty good game from him tonight at 7,400 and some GPPs. I don't think they will, but if they rest Ball or something for some reason, or one of those guys, you got Kobe White, but he's not playable really. Besides that. But yeah, that's really all I got on that side. Boston side of things, Vukovic and Keita. Definitely don't mind both these guys. The only thing that sucks is these guys definitely are flip-flopping minutes a lot. But thankfully, for the most part, Keita has been playing a lot bigger minutes, and obviously he had that big one against Philly. So I think you definitely got to look at Keita here. You can look at Book, but I'm going to take the discount on Keita. Jaylen Brown, solid spot here at 10,100. He could definitely get it done here against Charlotte. 45 to 50 is what I got him for. And, especially having that day off the other day, the illness, it's probably going to help out Jaylen Brown quite a bit here. So Brown's going to be the main guy to look at. White, Pritchard are guys that you can consider, but Jaylen Brown and Keita are probably the two that I would be looking at here early on in this one. All right, Utah and Philadelphia. We have a 237.5, 8.5 back-to-back here for the Philadelphia 76ers, and a front end of a back-to-back here for the Utah Jazz. So, and yes, I've been talking about back-to-backs a lot because it's very important in the NBA, especially this time of the year. But yeah, so let's go, like I said, break it down here. Let's go look at the 76ers side of things. And Utah defense, as we know, has been terrible all year. And, they've been trying to suck. They really have. They're going to be a lot better next year, though. I'll tell you that. But yeah, Utah, as you can see, terrible defense literally everywhere. Main guy to be looking at here is Tyrese Maxey. So yeah, this is a back-to-back for Philadelphia. But the good thing about getting absolutely destroyed yesterday is they didn't really play a lot of minutes. They got absolutely annihilated by San Antonio. So, I don't mind going back to the well with these guys, and I expect them to be popular. It's only a four-gamer. There's only so many ways you can go tonight. So if you're playing cash games, it's going to be looking at the Sixers here. So Maxey for sure going to be one of the top options. VJ is questionable. That changes things a lot. You can go back to the well with Quentin Grimes. Man, he really, really sucked the last couple days. So keep that one in 3, I guess. He's been terrible. But, Quentin Grimes could randomly go off at any moment, especially if VJ's out, so keep an eye on that one. Kelly is questionable. I personally expect him to play in this one, and I think he's in a good spot, especially if VJ Edgecombe is out, so keep an eye on Kelly Oubre. If for some reason Oubre is continuing to be out, that helps out guys like Watford quite a bit at 3,800. I would play him, like I said, Oubre kind of left, I think, was it yet last game? Or the game before. But anyway, Watford played 25 minutes, so keep that in mind. But he's, like I said, more in play if, one of the bigs are out or Kelly is out. Barlow, once again, half-decent option. These guys all sucked against San Antonio, but way different ball game here. So Barlow, Maxey, Kelly, Grimes, Drummond. These guys all come into play. I don't mind a 3-4 man stack here. It's going to be absolutely, like I said, chalk city, but you're just going to have to do what you have to do here. So that's kind of where we're landing in that one. On the Utah side of things, Kyle Flipowski, if you want to be a little bit different, is going to be the guy to go to, right? No Joel Embiid down there, and definitely one of the better spots. I wish they'd give him a little bit more minutes, but that's that. Oscar Tawashby, if I messed that up, I apologize. But got him. He had 18 minutes last time out. I don't know if he's worth a look, but if Kyle gets in foul trouble, Oscar probably going to be the main guy. Bailey's worth a look at 6,000. Keontae definitely going to be worth a look here in GPPs. Expect him to rest either today or tomorrow, but I would say tomorrow. And I think you can put Keontae back in there at 8,100 at GPPs, and not really into Collier. Moving on to the Portland and Memphis side of things, our last one of the night. We have a 236 9.5 by Portland. Um, this is going to be a back end, a back to back here for Memphis, and as you can see with all the injuries. So, as we know with Memphis, I don't personally expect Ty Jerome Pippen to play. I can see them just go Javion Small, Cam Spencer, and Walter Clayton. And speaking of those guys, are all really in play. Small has the high upside. Clayton's really good as well. And yeah, Cedric Coward played yesterday, so we'll just have to see what they do. Probably expect them to rest all these dudes on the back to back. We'll have to see what's going on with Aldama. But yeah, Oliver, Max, Prosper comes into play. GG comes into play again. So it's going to be kind of a blank show, if you know what I'm talking about, for that one. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory for the Memphis side. Whoever's out, just play. Who's not out. um, Portland, you can definitely go look at Donovan Clingan again. Overall, I'm not the biggest fan. I mean, the matchup is centers. Memphis is actually pretty good against, which is so surprising to me. But like I said, with all those guys being out, I mean, Klingan's still in a pretty good spot. And as normal, if Denny Avila continues to be out, Klingan continues to be in play for me. Speaking of Avila, still game time decision with his back. He's been out for a while. I guess back in January he got in a car accident up in Portland. A drunk driver hit him, so he's been having back issues ever since then. And as a person that has back issues, I could only imagine having to be a professional ball player and playing basketball every day. So I understand why he's hurting. Hopefully he can play once the playoffs come around for him. If he's out again, and Chris Murrier is out as well, let's say they're both out, Creech comes into play. This is deep GPP only. If Denny Avila and Chris Murray are both out, like I said, this is only if you're playing 1 out of 150, Matisse Thybulle. And the only reason I mention him is because of his defense. And that's the only reason. Maybe, if those guys are both out, he gets 18, 20 minutes tonight and gets you, who knows, 26, 30 fantasy points at 0% ownership, and you guys get ahead of everyone else. Like I said, that's only if you're playing a ton of lineups. And Drew and Scoot Henderson, as normal, are in play. So, yeah, should be a good one overall. If you're playing chalk, take the Memphis, take a little bit of Philly, a couple Utah guys is kind of what we're looking at for the most part. Don't really have a lot from the OKC game. Charlotte, Boston should be a half-decent game maybe on the Boston side with Kata and Brown, but I think for the most part, just got to target these two late games. I know it's not the the prettiest thing to do, but that's probably where I would go. And on the OKC side, there's a 222 total. So, like I said, guys like Isaiah Hartenstein, Shea Gilgeous come into play. So a couple OKC guys for sure. So once again, that's mostly it. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you guys want to get in on premium, like I said, it's only $6 for a day pass. Or we have our special monthly deal, which ends today, $20 per month. If you guys sign up today, and like I said, that's only comes out to 66 cents per day if you do the $20 monthly pass if you sign up today. And why not do it? I mean, like I said, these are screenshots for subs, and definitely made their money back here last night. So Twitter and our email will be in the comment section below. Click that link right there to our Twitter. Give us a follow. We'll follow you guys right back. And like I said, we also, have our email if you guys don't have Twitter, and we can send lineups right to your email. Message us, copy, copy that, message us. We'll get you guys all set up, and we'll usually respond pretty quickly. So once again, thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys here in the next one.